Assalamu alaikum everyone. We are going to start the series of lectures on gallbladder and biliary tract disorders. Today our topic of discussion is cholelithiasis. So what is cholelithiasis? Cholelithiasis refers to the stones in the gallbladder. Cholelithiasis is also called gallstones. It is most common pathology of the biliary tract. When the age is less than 40 years, it is more predominate in the females, that is 3 ratio 1. Female to male ratio is 3 ratio 1. But after 40 years there is equal proportion of male and female, that is male and female are equally affected after the age of 40 years. Let's talk about the anatomy of the biliary tract. This is right and left hepatic ducts which arises from the liver. When these two ducts combine, a common hepatic duct is formed. This sky blue color is common hepatic duct. When this common hepatic duct when binds with or combines with the cystic duct from the gallbladder, then a common bile duct is formed. This red one is common bile duct, and when then common bile duct binds or combines with this pancreatic duct, hepatopancreatic duct is formed, which enters into the second part of the duodenum. There are three types of the gallstones: cholesterol stones, which are yellow to green in color, and pigmented stones, which may be black or brown in color, and mixed gallstones, which has the composition of both cholesterol stones and the pigmented stones. These mixed gallstones are very common. Now come to the pathogenesis and various risk factors of these stones formation. The cholesterol stones may be formed because of three reasons: due to excessive cholesterol secretion into the gallbladder and impaired motility or hypomotile gallbladder, and reduced bile salt secretion. When there is reduced bile salt secretions into the gallbladder, so there is over or excessive amount of cholesterol deposited into the gallbladder, it means that is supersaturation of cholesterol. So these three are the important reasons for the cholesterol stones formations, which are yellow to green in color. Now come to the reasons or causes of these three pathophysiologies of the cholesterol stones. Increased cholesterol secretion may be due to older age in the pregnant ladies and obese females, and there is rapid weight loss and impaired motility or reduced or bladder stasis, fasting state, pregnancy, total parenteral nutrition, that is through the IV route, and spinal cord injury also leads to hypomotile gallbladder, and reduced bile salt secretions are in pregnancy. Now come to the pigmented stones. The composition of black stone is calcium bilirubinate, which is the main component of the black pigment stones, and mucin glycoprotein, calcium phosphate, calcium carbonate, and cholesterol. And the brown pigmented stones, calcium carbonate, calcium bilirubinate also is the main component, and mucin glycoproteins, cholesterol, calcium palmitate, and calcium stearate. The risk factors for these black stones formations are: the main risk factor is hemolysis. It is the main cause of black pigment stones. Hemolysis may be due to thalassemia major, sickle cell anemia, or hereditary spherocytosis, or autoimmune hemolytic anemias. Other reasons are cirrhosis of the liver, older age, and ileal resection. The risk factors for this brown pigment stones formation is bacterial or parasitic infection in the biliary pathway or in the biliary tract. Now come to the clinical features. Most of the patients in case of gallstones are asymptomatic. 80% patients are asymptomatic. 10% patient may present with the biliary colic. Basically the biliary colic is the pain. It is a sudden severe onset of the pain in the epigastric region in 70% of the cases, and right upper quadrant or right hypochondrium pain in the 20% of the cases. It is actually when the stones shift from the gallbladder into this cystic duct. This gallbladder try to compress against this cystic duct, and this patient feels the very severe and sudden onset of pain, and this pain radiates to the interscapular region, that is between the two scapula at the back side. And also some patients feel pain at the tip of the right shoulder or at the tip of right scapula. This pain mimics the myocardial infarction, esophagitis, and dissecting aortic aneurysm. This is very severe and sudden onset of pain, usually lasts for 2 hours. But if this But if this pain lasts more than the 6 hours, then it may be due to the complications of the gallstones like acute pancreatitis and cholecystitis. Patient may present with the features of cholecystitis or fatty food intolerance plus dyspepsia and flatulence. But these three triad is not nowadays common in the gallstone, but it is now common in or recognized as a functional dyspepsia. Now come to the complications of gallbladder stones. This is the most common complication is cholecystitis, and the other complications are mucocele. Actually, in the mucocele, there is a excessive production or secretion of mucus into the gallbladder. So there is a slow distension of this gallbladder. Distended gallbladder with mucus filled is mucocele, and this mucocele when got infected and pus is formed in the gallbladder, then this is called empyema of the gallbladder. And the other complications are porcelain gallbladder. Porcelain gallbladder is when there is excessive secretion of calcium into the gallbladder, which causes the shrinkage and fibrosis of this gallbladder. This is porcelain gallbladder. Other complications are choledocholithiasis. Choledocholithiasis is when there is a shifting of gallstones from the gallbladder into the cystic duct, and from cystic duct into this common bile duct, CBD, common bile duct. So stones in the common bile duct is called choledocholithiasis. And also fistula formation from the gallbladder towards the duodenum. When there is a fistula or opening is created due to severe inflammation, this fistula or opening is or the new pathway is created between this duodenum and the gallbladder. This is the fistula. And when this very large stone in this cystic duct, it compresses the common hepatic duct as well and causes the inflammation of common hepatic duct, and this is called Mirzie's syndrome. The other complications are gallstones ileus, which is very rare, in which due to this fistula formation, there is a shifting of gallstones into the duodenum and then jejunum and ultimately into the terminal ileum and gives the feature of intestinal obstruction. This is gallstone ileus. The rare complication is malignancy of the gallbladder. Now come to the investigation. Ultrasound abdomen or especially the right upper quadrant pain is a gold standard investigation or the investigation of choice. The other modalities are CT scan and MRCP, that is magnetic resonance cholangiopancreatography, and endoscopic ultrasound is excellent modality, especially to check the complications of the gallbladder, but it is inferior to this ultrasound. But this is inferior to this ultrasound in detecting the gallstones, but this is excellent modality for the complications like empyema, mucocele, choledocholithiasis, and acute pancreatitis. Now come to the management. Cholecystectomy, that is surgical removal of the gallstone, is the treatment of choice or gold standard treatment nowadays. Usually laparoscopic cholecystectomy is performed nowadays. When the cholecystectomy is contraindicated, especially the age is very, if the patient is very older age or has the complications during the surgery, has a risk of complications during the surgery, or medically or surgically unfit, then give this patient oral bile acids. These are quinodeoxycholic acid or ursodeoxycholic acid, but these bile acids are less effective as compared to cholecystectomy. This is cholecystectomy, that is surgical removal, is the treatment of choice or gold standard treatment. So this was all about gallstones or the cholelithiasis. Thank you so much for watching this video.